To smoke or to vape? That is the question, at least according to the state of New York. Hey guys, Tara here for DNews, and we've reached a turning point in our country where marijuana use is starting to become the norm, whether it's medicinal or recreational. Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York State, is expected to sign a bill soon that will legalize the drug, but there are rumors that only certain methods of intake will be legalized. Specifically, anything that does not involve the actual flower. So edibles, THC pills, and vaporizing would all be okay. Now, we've been hearing a lot of news lately about e-cigarettes and how those are supposedly better for your health than smoking actual cigarettes, but how do weed vaporizers stack up? And are they better or worse for you than smoking, say, a joint? Let's go back to basics for a second. Now, a raw cannabis plant contains over 100 different cannabinoids, which are chemical compounds that bind to the cannabinoid receptors in your brain cells. One of those cannabinoids is THC, which is what's responsible for the psychotropic effects of smoking weed. Then there are others like CBD, which gives you a body high, but without all the mental fogginess. Now, depending on where it's grown, a cannabis plant will naturally contain anywhere from 4 to 65% THC. And products with a high THC content, like hash, don't actually need heat in order to be activated. You could still experience their effects just by ingesting them. It's just that heating makes them even more potent. Now, when you smoke a joint, you're using an open flame, which is very high heat, and that combustion process activates the THC. So when you inhale it, the alveoli lining your lungs will deliver it straight into your bloodstream. That's why you feel the effects of marijuana almost immediately after smoking. Vaporizers, on the other hand, use a process called conduction heating, where either the raw plant or an extract of the plant has direct contact with a heat source, but without an open flame. So it uses a lower temperature and it heats it up just enough to be able to vaporize the THC. That way you still feel the effects of it, but without all the health problems that come along with smoking. Now, much like e-cigarettes, vaporizing marijuana is still a relatively new thing, so it's hard to say exactly what the long-term effects are, but unlike e-cigs, you really don't have any outside chemicals to contend with, so it's still widely agreed to be better for you than smoking. Burning marijuana produces carcinogens, it can cause you to inhale soot, and it can exacerbate problems like asthma, shortness of breath, and coughing. Basically, it irritates the hell out of your lungs, and there have been many studies showing that switching to cannabis vaporizers from smoking is effective for relieving those symptoms. A 2007 study found that marijuana users inhaled fewer toxic compounds and less carbon monoxide when vaping compared with smoking. It also tastes and smells better, and from a medical standpoint, it just kind of makes sense. There's no medicine out there that you have to smoke in order to use, so if the option to vaporize cannabis exists, why wouldn't we use it? Well, like anything, there are a few catches. For one, vaporizing can be way more potent than smoking, and it's harder to actually determine how much THC you're getting. Many people say the effects of vaporizing last longer, but also produce a more even high. It also depends on your specific method. If you're using dabs, which are a super concentrated form of hash oil, it can be really easy to overindulge. Dab users have also been shown to develop more tolerance to marijuana and have a greater risk of withdrawal, which can lead to things like irritability and sleep problems. Even so, it's hard to deny the relative benefits of vaping over smoking. As long as people are responsible about how much they're dosing, then this law may very well set a precedent for future marijuana laws. What do you guys think? Would you support legalization even if it banned smoking outright, or is this a step in the wrong direction? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, thank you guys for watching.